Hello everyone. So today I was looking at this question on the community, and this question is interesting and I thought I'll make a video because why not. And the question is replicating Jira workflow, but if you this is the title of the question on the community, but when you read the question, it says here that Mickey is trying to create an order fulfillment workflow. So we're talking about order management to track the steps for each other. My intention was to replicate the workflow template for each new order and combine all order workflows. And along with that, what Mickey is trying to do here is that the requirement is to basically do some kind of consolidation. Basically, it says here integrated into a larger project or epic. So from this particular question, it's a bit, it is not clear, by the way. The question, if you read the question here, Mickey is talking about workflows, but at the same time, what Mickey is talking about is order management and some kind of, let us say, aggregation based on what is happening at lower level, and maybe for this order management process there are various activities that needed to be done, and the requirement here is possibly showing the progress overall. So I thought I will make a video on this topic because first of all, in Jira you don't really aggregate workflows. Workflow, the way Jira works is for each and every issue type in a project, and we are talking about a project here, but this can also be repeated for multiple projects. But for every project you have within a project you have issue types. Your issue types could be task or epic or story or bug, whatever, depending upon the activity. But for those activities, for those issues, you have workflows, and workflows are attached to the issue type for a specific project based on the workflow scheme. And if you reuse the same workflow scheme for another project, those projects or that particular project or multiple projects, if they have the same issue type, they will also get the same workflow for that particular issue type. So that is how Jira works. I'm talking about the association of projects, issue types, and workflows. Now, when we talk about breaking up activities in Jira, we have this concept of subtask. There are a couple of ways when you have to break up your big activity into a smaller activity. You have the option to create a subtask in Jira, and you can also create subtask of, the type is subtask or child, but you can have as many subtasks as you want. Maybe your parent is called as parent and your child issue type is called as child, or maybe if you're talking about subtask, or let me give you an example of test management. Well, let us say when you're working on test management, your main parent could be test campaign, and then your subtask could be test cases, and you have just one level. You have parent and then you have subtask. Now, talking about what else you can do, if you're using Jira software, then you also have the option to use epics, where you can have parent subtask relationship, but on top you can have epics. Apart from that, you can also use issue links in Jira, because issue links, the main purpose of issue links is to define or represent some kind of relationship between issues. So one issue can be dependent on another issue, one issue can be based on another issue, or they are just related. But issue links won't do anything on their own unless you use an app or maybe an automation. These issue links are more or less like, it will let you go from one issue to another issue. These are like issue links, but they have type and they also have direction. Now for aggregation, what you can do is you can first of all we have to define the association based on either issue links or parent-child relationship, or maybe if you're using epics, or maybe you're using advanced roadmaps. When you have this association in Jira, then it is more about the requirement here of consolidation is more or less about reporting. So for reporting, you can use EVBI, which is of course one great app where you can basically have different issues. They are linked to each other, but maybe at the parent level or at higher level, you want to see the progress in terms of number of issues resolved overall, or maybe the overall progress, or maybe you want to aggregate something like maybe effort. That can also be done, by the way, although you have to be careful when you're doing aggregation. But there are apps like Structure. There are apps like Big Picture that can do this visualization, and they will also give you more features. Using Big Picture, you can actually plan the work visually. If you don't really want to use advanced roadmaps, because advanced roadmaps comes with Jira Premium. And good thing about advanced roadmaps is that it has a lot of features like planning the work at different levels, and it will also help you in the reporting. But advanced roadmaps is on its own is not really a reporting app. You can't really create your own customized reports. For that, you need to use an app like EasyBI, or you can also use Jira's native dashboard capabilities, or maybe EasyBI along with that if you want. Now, for doing aggregation, or maybe updating the progress of, or maybe sending the information from lower level to upper level of your issues in the hierarchy, if you have hierarchy, it could be advanced roadmaps, or it could be just issue links or parent-child relationship. You can always use automation tools, and I have covered in my video series for automation, I have covered various examples where I have shown how to transfer the information from subtask to parent, or from linked issues to their origin or source linked issues. So there are a lot of possibilities here, but if you just read the question, it can be a bit misleading, because I can understand in the beginning when people start using Jira, they are not exactly sure about the architecture, how Jira works, and how these things, projects, issue types, workflows, and various configurations work. So I thought I'll probably create a video on this topic just to give you my suggestion based on my experience doing similar things for my clients. So that is all. That is all I wanted to talk about in this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new today. Thank you very much.